Now more than ever, we're seeing huge innovation, and that includes agriculture. Futurist Nikolas Badminton joins us now to take a look at the future of farming. Thanks so much for coming in.
No, it's great to be here.
So what are some of the biggest changes you see coming to Saskatchewan farms?
Okay, I think farms as a whole and very large acreage farms are going to have to see a move towards thinking about efficiency in their operations. So some of the biggest things that are coming is the use of data to help optimize, how they do their planting and fertilizing and understanding, how to work out nitrogen levels and all this. So, collecting data, doing sort of big data analytics is probably the biggest thing that's actually coming to farms today. And then, thinking about self-driving vehicles and things like that. So the larger acreages can be managed by fewer people as well.
So how quickly do you see this technology making it to local farms here?
So self-driving technology and this big data technology, it's already here.
Okay.
So it's just a case of working out when the right time to invest in that is. But as these farm operations are needing to be run more efficiently because, driving high yields and the prices and the volatility in those markets, you're going to have to make some choices very soon. So I think 2 to 3 years, you're going to see people experimenting and trying out new things. I think people are going to start sharing more information between farms as well. And I think this is going to be great for Saskatchewan as a whole.
Now, do you think there's a little bit of hold back from the older farmers and the new generation coming forward and wanting to jump right into everything?
Yeah, I think it's just a wariness of all the reps try to sell them solutions and saying, oh, do we really need this? But they're asking a lot of questions. I mean, I've been chatting to a lot of farmers, and old and young, they've all got the same concerns. And really, it's about, will this investment pay back? And I think it's a very clear business decision for them.
Now, for the consumer, there's a trend towards buying organic, shopping locally. How does that mesh with this high-tech farming?
Yeah, I think there's a balance. The high-tech, large-scale farming and the smaller-scale farming can live together. I think there's a choice that people make. Obviously, a lot of people say organic food is better for me, less pesticides and the such like. So people are really aware of that, and I think it's fine for people to think about that. I think people are going to start growing their own food as well.
Yeah, I was going to say, to what extent are we going to see these small kind of specialized farming moving into restaurant or home? Yeah,
so even in Saskatoon, you've got eco-baying gardens. You've got a number of different initiatives thinking about vertical farms. In larger cities across Canada. I think this is going to be prevalent. You need very little water. You don't need the fertilizer. It's actually, you grow great organic greens. It obviously you don't grow a lot of corn and whatever, so it's part of the overall ecosystem. But I think, people even growing things at home using aquaponics and hydroponics is an absolute reality that's going to be coming.
Now, when we go back to large-scale farming, obviously more efficient when you're talking about feeding the entire world.
Yeah.
How does that work with the small farm shop local movement?
Yeah, so by 2050, we're going to have to produce 60% more food in the world, 60 to 70%, because there's going to be about 9 billion people. So all these cities and in Canada are going to be growing. So it's going to be partly grow it yourself, choosing the smaller producers that are close to home. The logistics are a lot easier. And you're going to have to go for certain things like corn and wheat and whatever, and those products that come from the larger farms as well. So it's just working out that supply chain and working out what's going to be good as a balance, for the province and also for you and your family.
Now, we've kind of just brushed the surface, but people can come listen to you talk, right?
Yeah, I'm going to be with Tech Tours live at TCU Centre today. Some great speakers there today, Dan Thurman and Randy Dowdy, and there's going to be about 400 farmers there. So we start at 9 a.m. and it's going to be really, really good today.
Great. Well, thank you so much for coming in and showing us a little glimpse into the future of farming.
Thank you so much.
Well, do you cringe at the idea of working out in the morning? Janella introduces us to 2 young athletes who welcome the early morning wake up.